let's see. So, what is going on, everybody? Once again, Mr. Soul of a Man 504 coming at you live. I hope everybody out there is doing great and amazing and all of that good stuff, man. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. So, all right. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about you are your greatest testimony. Yes, you are your greatest testimony and everything that you have been through, everything that you are, everything that you have, everything that you are being cultivated to be. Within your life. I know sometimes we look out to the stars and the heavens and YouTube and maybe around us for inspiration. But what if I told you today that why are you going through everything that you're going through? Because you're the chosen one. You're the one that's you're the one that has been appointed to go through all of the things that no one else had the audacity, the courage to to climb those mountains, to walk that walk, to go down to that office, to file that paperwork, to start that business that only you believed in, and that inner child, not your, well, yeah, you're doing it, if you have kids and stuff, yeah, you're doing it for them too, but that inner child within you, you made a promise to them a long, long time ago, to that you were going to that you were going to be different. That I'm just looking for some water, folks. Give me a second. Yeah, but you promised them that you were going to be different, that that you were going to be great, and that is a promise that has to be kept, no matter what. You had promises in your life broken and whatever, but you're gonna keep this promise to yourself. I guarantee you. They say back home, I guarantee. Seriously, man. You got to keep that promise to yourself, because this is the thing. That's the challenge. That is the challenge. That is uh that's like that's where the sleight of hand comes in. That's what nobody else can see, but it. That's the thing. That's what you're carrying. That's what you're carrying inside of you. You're carrying the promise of the child. That's why you cannot get. That's why you cannot get rid of it, because a lot of us are what, children at heart. Seriously. So I have a guest on the stage. How are you, ma'am? I don't want to mess your name up. Mm, Natasha, I think. I know the name. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to mispronounce it, like people always mispronounce my name. I've been called. My regular or my government name, Damon, or you can just call me Soul. No. I actually do these rooms pretty frequently. I just, there's nothing really set, no set time. I just kind of jump on here in the morning, say what I have to say. I'm multi-streaming across different platforms, and after I'm done, I jump off.
Wonderful. So let me ask you about this room. What's your intention about this room today, so I can contribute to your your intention?
The intention of the room is just to tell people that they're going to be their greatest, that they're going to be their greatest testimony. Just to tell them, like I was saying, the promise of the child, that promise that they made to themselves as a little kid is not dead. That's why they're still going. That's why changes are still happening, within their lives, and that they're not done yet, so to speak. That's why they're constantly moving, constantly changing, constantly evolving. So that's what I'm talking about on today.
Okay, so what you're saying is this room, your greatest testimony, right? And
Hmm.
it's you are your greatest testimony,
Yes.
right? So if I'm adult, like I am 59 years young, and I'm in tune with what my deepest desire is. However, there are a lot of people who are not. So how how can you support me if I was that person and I don't know what a testimony is? I'm not in tune with my deepest desire. Like so much has occurred in my life that I'm so disconnected from what I truly desire because I have been all over the place. Like there's been a lot of life thing going on, life altering experiences. There may be some trauma in the space. There may be just a lot of happenings and so disconnected from the essence of who I am. How could you support me in connecting with that child desire?
Well, I will tell you that you are a masterpiece. When Michelangelo started out chiseling what we know as David, he started out with like this big thing of like granite or stone, and he had to take that little chisel and he had to create the masterpiece. So everything that you're going through, everything that you have been through, has purposed you to be the amazing being that you are today. It's not what people on the outside of society see. It's what you're naturally seeing on the inside of you. If you woke up today, if you woke up this morning and you still have breath in your body, they people always say the richest place in the world is the cemetery, because those are, unfortunately, individuals who may not have had the opportunity, or with however that worked out, to live those dreams, those design plans that the Most High, or whoever it is that you believe in, has for your life. So I would tell you that your I would that's and within that, I would tell you, that you are your greatest testimony. Sometimes it only takes one person, a complete stranger, to come along and say, you know what, I believe in you. I'm going to purchase your product. I'm going to make that investment in you. And maybe the people around you, they may come into play for different things, but that person has come into your life to help you to see over the mountains, over the peaks, and to help you with your eagle vision, so that everything now can be more streamlined, so that you can see that the sky is the sky is not the sky is the sky is not the sky is not just the limit, in a sense that everything in your life is about to take off. And I'm not trying to be cliche like the preachers, but that the greatest of the greatest seasons is coming into your life. And just to tell you that, haven't you, despite everything that you've been through, haven't you continue to plant little seeds here and there, even though there's maybe in times of trauma, maybe in times of trauma, now you go through the times of triumph, because those seeds have continued to water. But you say, like, well, there's been this drought in my life for 30 years, but have not you cried those tears at night? Every tear hit those every tear hit those seeds, and those seeds of greatness are planted, and now you're about to reap the harvest that you've been so eagerly wanting in your life. Through those trials and through those tribulations. You said that you walked through the snow, through the blizzard, and something inside of you, the only thing that fire, that desire inside of you, kept you warm until you could reach that cabin and warm yourself up, by that fireplace. And you've had angels to come into your life, when you're maybe homeless, sleeping in your car, and maybe naturally sleeping, maybe naturally sleeping on yourself, and sleeping on your desires. But just to tell you that your greatest desire is still within you. That fire still burns within you. Even if you may say, well, you know what, some days I'm just not feeling it. I get it. Some days I'm just not feeling it. Some days I don't want to be around people. This pandemic has done a lot, you know to us, through us, and for us. So, within that, but, just to let you know that even though the fog is still heavy, you can still see the light on the ground, so that you can land, as they say on Clubhouse, land your plane. Land your plane as you go to newer destinations, as you fly to newer heights, as you're going to walk forward, and as you're going to be speaking in front of tens of thousands of people, and you're about to take that show on the road, and you're about to do all of these amazing things. And it's like the great singer Aaliyah said, time ain't nothing but a number, and age ain't nothing but a thing. So, and that Muhammad Ali inside of you is about to um, float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. So, I would say, rumble, young lady, rumble. Go out there, because you are the champion. You are the prize in your fight. So, there, even though you've been knocked down so many times, and so many times over, and over and over and over again, you still got up. No matter what, you still got up. And just like this morning, maybe you were like, I don't know, I don't, I just Wednesday, I think I've done enough. Something inside you, something inside you said that I'm not done yet. I still have, I still have so much to give. I still have so much to do. When is the time coming? When is the time coming? The time is now. Everything that you have been purposed to do, everything that you have been so blessed to see, all of that knowledge, all of that information, all of that desire, you are who you are purposed to be. So, and that, my friend, is what I would, and that is how I would say that you are your greatest testimony.
Okay, thank you. Um, what it, if you could tell me how you are your greatest testimony in 60 seconds, how could you tell me what? Tell me about your greatest testimony. You can do it in an abbreviated version.
Because I am a child of the storm over and over again. Through the winter storms, through the hurricanes. If you talk to anybody that would hear my story, you would, my breakdowns have been my greatest breakthroughs. If it is the mental storms, if it was through the Katrinas, if it was through the storm that hit Houston in 2017, if it was, so many things over and over and over and over again in my life that will tell you that, this guy is, this guy is, he is stubborn, he is profound, he is, I don't know. He's just something that is out of this world because, even though he's been homeless, he's been, and, he's seen racism, he's seen all of these different things. But no matter what, he still gets up somehow, some way. He'll sit down, he'll figure it out, and he always comes out on top.
Thank you very much for sharing. And I appreciate you. I am off to my next meeting. Have a wonderful day.
All right, you too. So yeah, so just to let y'all know, folks, you are purposed and you are your greatest you are your greatest testimony. And yes, Mr. Soul of a Man can think on his feet. And if I had to do it, I could do a 60-second pitch, off the top of my head. But I do watch Shark Tank. And that stuff does prepare you for things like that. But people are gonna come and test you. That's okay. But I'm battle tested, and I'm always overly ready, man, for I try to be overly ready for any situation. And that's the beautiful thing about life and everything that we go through. It's some things are always going to keep you on your tippy toes, so to speak. People, Sylvester Stallone and Rocky, I think it's Rocky 5, he said, your greatest opponent is going to be life. It's going to beat you and beat you and beat you until it can't beat you anymore. But it's not the fact of how many times you get knocked down, but it's just the fact of, you keep getting up. So, but life is, life is still a highway, man. And, you still have a lot of things to do. And we still have a lot of things to, we still have a lot of things to see out here. And the glory about it is that even though people who you think that you deem as going to be the most successful, they're going to look at you and they're going to hear what you're saying, and they're going to say, wow, this person is like a young lion. They're very hungry. They're really like purpose, their position. They're really ready to go out there and go get it and make it happen, and not quit and not give up. That used to be me, that guy. I used to just do something or like, oh well, at least I tried, and I'll just, as a kid, with whatever it was. But until I started to go and go and go and go and go and not stop, and not, and not give up. I'm a person of, always say, Gloria Stefan said the rhythm is going to get you. So I'm a person of rhythm, man, and I believe in that wholeheartedly. And once you catch your beat of life, you could dance like you could dance circles around people at whatever it is that your purpose to do. And that's why we talk about these things that that harden our shells, that harden our maybe outer selves, so to speak. Everything that that you go through, but and that's your, that is your testimony. Clubhouse, I would say, Clubhouse is definitely a place where people run in packs. But when you're your own king of the jungle, you don't have to worry about the wolves that howl at the moon at night, because you're so powerful. You own the night and the day because you hunt better at night. That's what they don't know. But anyway, um, man, the realization of the things that are yet to come, and if you are somebody, and if you're like, man, you know what, I am actually doing this. I am actually, you know, you're like, man, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually, you know, like I'm actually making this thing happen. And yes, you are. And continue to do that. Please continue to do that. And don't just, say like, okay, cool, I've done enough. Now I gotta stop. No, yes, you want to enjoy those moments, of course. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. You want to enjoy those moments, man. But after that's done and you rested, you gotta keep moving, because everything, once you really, when you're going up to the top, it goes to those levels. I am, I am I am my ancestors' greatest, not just that I am my greatest testimony. I am my part of the tribe and lineage, that I am my ancestors' greatest testimony. And I can touch and agree that and affirm to that times infinity, over and over and over again. And that's what not has me to give up and throw in the towel, and to you know, and like with Moses in the Bible, he talked about hey, the end is near. Like, man, you've been singing that same song for 100 years. No, it's not. And God says, hey, go get in the boat, go get in the ship, man. It's time to hit the road. You're going to get that message too soon. You're going to, like, that's why I went there. You're going to get that message to be like, it's man, it's time to move. Like, but man, I just got this new place, or I'm in the middle of this, and if something tells you that it's time to go, or, obedience, man, obedience lights your path. I'll just tell you that obedience is the thing that is going to, light your path. And yes, I was one of the people like, man, how am I, you worry about, how am I going to get the money, and blah, blah, and how is this going to happen, and blah, 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 blah. And, then you start to hear these, everything that has been, the things that start to come to pass over your life, that, that maybe you see in dreams, you see in revelations, and well, not the well, maybe in the book of the Bible, but you know what I mean. The revelations, you can get revelations in dreams, but I'm saying like revelations of things yet to come. Things that may be, uh, you know, things that are not for everyone to hear, so to speak. So just to let you know, man, that it's it's time for you to rally. It's time for you to stand, and it's time for you to stand triumphantly. And like the song, like Rihanna's, what is it? I forgot the name of the song. She says, "How about a round of applause?" And they call your name. Imagine that, little old you from little old that town, and people only remember you from 20 years ago. From whatever, whatever, and you're now on the big stages, and the microphone is in your hands, and this is the this is your coming out party, because you were diligent, and you didn't give up, and it wasn't about how nice everybody else was looking, or how many other people they had. Or I guarantee you, when that right person comes in your life, you can do so much more with what you have, with one other person, than they can do in their room with 500. And I I'll make that bet any day of the week. And you could take that to the bank, and you could continue to, you can continue to cash that check, man, over and over and over again. Like like that. What's that commercial? JG Wentworth 877 cash now. Seriously, man. And it's just it's going to be a very beautiful thing. That's why I said today that you are. I said that today, and I affirm that you are going to be your greatest testimony. You are the pride of your tribe. See, I don't know if y'all can see that, but if you're on Instagram, you can see the lions back there behind you, man. And as you move forward, you're going to be able to sit up so high. Not that you're looking down low at anybody, but your altitude is just going to be that much higher, man. And so you're not gonna have time to worry about these people. You don't. You may not even think about it. Like, seriously, if you come out of love and you come out of respect and you come out of honor, cool. But don't come with that. Whatever. Come on, man. I have too many tricks in a bag. I do. I practice every day. I promise you I do. With all of my gifts, even the ones that I don't use, I know that they're there. I know that, it's always, it's always locked and loaded, so yeah, but anyway. It's funny sometimes when it happens though. They don't know your name yet. They don't know that you're the fastest drawer in the West, but they will. They will, they will, they will. But yes, man. But y'all go out, be great, man. Continue to be your greatest testimony. Your artists continue to draw. If you are a writer, continue to write. If you're a business, continue to plan. Do everything that you need to do. If you're like, man, you know what? I have the money. I've got the money to do it. Go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead and go ahead and make that stuff happen, like, for real, for real. But thank y'all so much for joining me across all of these platforms on social media. I'm gonna go ahead on and shut this thing down, but just remember to continue to be your greatest testimony, man. Continue to be that. Continue to be that priceless artwork that nobody can quite get. They can only see it from afar, and they can only look at it because it is so priceless. And their bank account hasn't quite hit it that hit there yet. But you and your black card, you can now go shopping anywhere. And isn't that a beautiful thing? Seriously. But you weren't better than anybody else. You were just the best that you could be. You bought into it. Now it's time for you to cash in and cash out. So go be great, people. Soul of a man, as always, I am out. This piece. Peace.